La gente mala ama. Que nadie te quite tu sonrisa. 1, 2, 3.
¿Qué estás haciendo?
Ejercicio con Bárbara de Regil.
¿Para qué?
Para hacer ejercicio.
No. Mejor vamos a ver qué están haciendo nuestros amigos de Kairós.
Con ustedes presentamos...
¡Kairós Comida!
¡No! Con ustedes presentamos... ¡Kairós Sports!
Hi everyone, today we're gonna start to move our body and do some exercises. Sorry. Perdón amigos, ustedes saben que esto del coronavirus y de mantenernos en cuarentena, encerrados en nuestras casas, pues como que le hace falta el sol a uno y pues ya me está cambiando el color de piel, ya me estoy haciendo güero, como John Cena. Bueno amigos, como les hemos explicado en el video anterior, es muy importante que no salgamos de nuestras casas. Si tenemos que salir por comida, pagar algún servicio que no se pueda hacer por internet o algo de fuerza mayor, por favor, salgan de sus casas y regresen. Esto para evitar la propagación del virus y evitar alguna contingencia mayor en nuestro país. En esta tarde vamos a empezar a trabajar nuestro tren superior. Vamos a utilizar cosas que tengamos en nuestra casa de fácil acceso para poder trabajar brazos, bíceps, tríceps, pecho, parte de la espalda, nuestro abdomen, y con nuestra amiga Andy vamos a trabajar la parte inferior, los cuádriceps, femoral y la pierna en general. Todo esto para mantener un cuerpo sano y en movimiento. Amigos, recordemos que es muy importante que así como manejamos nuestros ejercicios para todo nuestro cuerpo, mantener la comunicación con Dios es muy importante para mantener fortalecido nuestro espíritu. Recordemos que la semana pasada fue la Pascua, fue la muerte, resurrección de Jesús, y debemos de recordar ese sacrificio que hizo por nosotros en su venida a la tierra por amor a sus hijos. Comencemos. Para nuestro primer ejercicio, lo que vamos a utilizar es una cubeta mediana llena de agua. Lo siguiente será hacer esto.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas noches a todos ustedes. Hoy estamos desde la Catedral de Manchester. Tenemos un invitado muy especial, el padre Philip Mulray, quien antes era jugador profesional en la Premier League y campeón con su equipo. Queremos hacerle varias preguntas. Hi, how did you feel that? And when did you start? And we want to know why. Yes, we want to know why.
It's okay, so it's hard to pin down a particular moment. So I would say it started maybe when I was about in my last year at Norwich, okay, not explicitly, and I probably wasn't thinking about it at that time, but I started to get, like I say this often, you know, I started to get maybe dissatisfied with the whole lifestyle. And I don't mean that I wasn't enjoying it, you know, and everyone knows that, you know. We have a wonderful life as a footballer, it's very privileged. But I found that all the surrounding stuff, eventually kind of there was a sense of emptiness with it, and really not thinking, was quite shocked, why am I not happy when I have everything that young men want to be a footballer, to have money, to have, you know, everything the world teaches you that is a formula, say, for happiness, and yet there was something inside me that was quite empty. And I realised that there's something deeper going on, and it started me on a journey towards maybe re-exploring my faith again that I had as a young man. Growing up in Ireland, it's very much part of who you are. And then I kind of left it behind when I went to Manchester. So I kind of reconnected with it, took a decision to come home for a year in 2008. And it was really during that year that everything turned upside down. I kind of volunteered in a homeless shelter for a while, started going back to Mass. I started praying again on a regular basis. A certain family, my sister kind of was very instrumental in it as well. And I just found a real sense of fulfillment with it that I hadn't experienced in football. Football was huge highs and lows. And here was something that was giving me a kind of a steady kind of sense of contentment. And I just stayed with that. And then my vocation to priesthood and religious life kind of came later in the course of that year.
Thank you, sir. And the second question is that we want to know what's the difference between this life and your past life.
There's a lot of similarities between the two lives. They're not apparent on the surface, but so for example, I live in a community with 10 priests. We're 10 brothers living in community. We share everything together. We live a life together. So in a sense, I'm surrounded by a team. Okay, the object of the goal is different. It's not to win trophies, and you know, it's more in a religious, spiritual sense. But you're surrounded by a support network of men traveling in the same direction, living the same kind of life. The day's very regulated, so we come together. We pray 7 times a day together as a community. We chant like old traditional chant that the church would chant. We do that 7 times a day. Come at different times during the day. We come together. Now, I'm particularly to where I am at the minute. I'm teaching in a school. I'm a chaplain in a college.
Okay, thank you. And this is the last question. Have you ever tried to play again?
If we're talking about 11v11, I haven't played in about 10 years. So, but like I said, I've been coaching, and I've been, you know, sometimes we get free